Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nick, also known as Mew Twins here, and I'm back with another movie review. Earlier this week, I got to go see one of my most anticipated movies of the year, The Black Phone. It was directed by Scott Derrickson, who also directed one of my favorite horror movies of all time, Sinister. One thing I might add, though, is if you were expecting The Black Phone to be a horror movie like Sinister, then I don't think this is the movie for you, or at least you should go into this movie with a different mindset. The Black Phone takes place in the late 70s. And off the bat, this movie delivers great picture and great aspects of the time period. I was not born in the 70s, but this movie executes very well a retro environment for this movie to take place in. And that is easily seen right when you go into the movie. Within this small town in the 70s, there is a serial killer at large, a child killer. Everyone in the town knows this, and everyone is on edge, including the main characters Finn and Gwen, who are also siblings. They're freaked out by this. Along the school fence which they attend, there are missing poster signs of some of their classmates, and unfortunately, Finn gets abducted by the grabber. He is then held in a small room in the basement, which there is a disconnected old black phone. This phone is Finn's lifeline throughout the film. He receives calls from some of the other victims of the grabber. Some of them are his schoolmates and people who he knows, and some of them are people who he doesn't know. However, they all provide clues on how to escape the grabber and make it out alive. His sister Gwen is somewhat of a clairvoyant and can see in her dreams some of these flashbacks that Finn is hearing on the phone but can't exactly see. Much like in the movie Sinister, where there were home videos that Ethan Hawke found, and they have kind of a retro flashback feel to them, are the same as Gwen's dreams within this film. They have a very cool found footage home movie style to it, and they have very cool retro aspects to it, which make it very unique to the film and very fun to watch. But these flashbacks give us clues and give Finn clues on how to escape, and they're well done. Let me just say the performances in this movie were great. Ethan Hawke's character, the grabber, is a child murderer, and let me just say his performance is great. He is very creepy and very quiet, but when he talks, it's very off-putting and very creepy. The child actors who played Finn and Gwen were great. A lot was expected of them, and even some of the other characters, supporting characters within the movie who played some of the child victims, as well as some of the kids that Finn and Gwen see at school. They all worked together very well within the movie, and the acting was great. It was believable, and it was very emotional at times, too. I was bummed when the movie got delayed and I wasn't able to see it, or at least plan to see it. And now that I actually got to see it, I was very happy because, for me, the movie delivered. And I was very happy with what I saw. From beginning to end, this movie is great. If you have any questions going into the movie, it's all answered throughout the movie and to the end. If it were me, I would have loved to have seen, or I'd like to see, another separate film just on Ethan Hawke's character, the grabber, prior to these killings and, earlier on, on maybe his upbringing or just how he goes about his life outside of the grabber persona, because he is a part-time magician and he is also, someone who has to function in regular society as a killer. So just seeing that aspect might be very cool, because it wasn't exactly shown in the film. Ethan Hawke's character only played the grabber, and it was done well. I mean, his masks that he wore were very, very freaky, and he had several of them. It did a great job covering up his face and not really showing the emotion, like facially, just through the mask, but that gave it a very creepy undertone, because what, Ethan Hawke says. I keep saying Ethan Hawke, not the grabber, but what the, grabber says, it's very off-putting and very creepy. If you haven't seen the movie yet, and if you were debating whether to see The Black Phone or not, I would. It is a great film, and I think it lives up to the hype, and it's a great, great movie. It's more of a thriller than a horror movie, especially since I didn't read the short story. Before I actually saw it, I thought, hey, this is going to be another horror movie like The Sinister, but better. It was a little bit more tamed than that, but it's a great thriller slash suspenseful movie. There's a little bit of a supernatural aspect in there, as well as some jump scares. There are a few jump scares in there, but they're not cheap jump scares. They're well executed jump scares that give it more of a horror vibe, but I believe it's more of like a thriller movie. It is intense at times, but it's very good. It's very good. With that being said, this is a great review for me to come back to because it's something that I enjoyed watching, and it was something I was waiting for a long time. My work schedule outside of YouTube has been nuts, so I haven't had much time to sit down, film, and just discuss on, movies that I, have come to watch, but also have watched in the past, because I love sharing that with you guys. That's what this channel is all about, sharing our love for horror films and films alike, like The Black Phone. So I'm very happy to be back, and I hope to have more videos very soon for you guys. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or, are willing to discuss more about The Black Phone or other movies that I've reviewed or have not reviewed, please let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, you guys have a great weekend and a great 4th of July. Have fun, be safe.